Shalom, shalom, shalom. First off, give our honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kokodesh. This is your brother Ashemaiah with the channel Ashemaiah 777. Like our son will change the channel name later. First off, give all double honors to the elders apostles, great millstone, and citations for the whole elect. And the brothers and sisters between sincerity. Likewise, I want to say shalom. Alright. I was just coming from University City. And for those that know the Philadelphia area, I was coming from University City to just get something to eat. And I just realized something. While I'm walking through the city to go to my bus stop to go home, all these, all these Palestinians start coming out, man. All these, I'm just gonna call them Arabs, but Palestinians start coming out. But when I was walking through the city, man, the women was wearing their head covers, and a lot of men some women was holding the flag, representing what's happening with Israel and Palestine. So I'm walking through the city, about to walk to my bus, the 16 bus. Hey man, something just clicked in my spirit, like, yo, these ain't no fucking. Well, I'm walking amongst them. Like you had Palestinians that's walking in front of me, you had Palestinians that's walking behind me. Hey man, and I was hearing their conversations, and I was looking at their spirit, and a lot of them, man, I was surprised. Like, hey, a lot of them are Jakes, man. And I get, you got a lot of you got Arabs, and you got Ishmael in Philadelphia. When I was walking through the city to walk to my bus stop, I was just testing out their spirit, how they was moving and talking, and how they act amongst themselves, man. A lot of these Palestinians are Israelites. They Israelite foreigners, man. Because like I said in my recent video on the same topic, I can truthfully tell. Is that the 4? I'm at the bus stop right now, so Salaki. I say, back to what I was saying, man. I can tell who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite just by the spirit. And I can just snap like that, man. Like through the spirit, I can tell who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite just by just like a snap of a finger. Like, hey, that man ain't an Israelite, or that man is an Israelite. Because I'm not gonna put labels first, but I'm gonna test out their spirit first. But when I was walking amongst the Palestinians, walking to my bus stop, I was seeing groups of Palestinians walking up down the street, and their own groups, man. Males was rapping their flag, got the whole Arabic, language and Muslim language and shit. I was walking there was a group of women in front of me. All right, a group of Palestinians. They were like teenagers, like my age, walking in front of me, man. Got the head wrap and got the Arabic scarves. You know what I'm saying? The fringe scarves. But like I said, man, hey, and I just test their spirit out just like for 5 minutes. Man, walking to like 5 to 10 minutes, just walking amongst them. And they're all over the place, man. You got Palestine people in cars, because what's happening between Palestine and Israel. But like I'm saying, man, and I'm testing their spirit out. I'm like, yo, all these are Jakes, man. And I was just thinking, like, they all. And that's another thing. I could tell, like, the main tribe, how can I say this? How can I put this in words? The main tribe or the main people that have a distinctive look amongst other nations is Ephraim. And I can tell an Ephraimite I can tell the difference between an Ephraimite and a heathen, no matter what they look like. And when I'm walking amongst these Palestinians, man, if you take away their head garb, their head wraps, the females' head wraps, and the motherfucking and the flag away, you take away what they represent, man, and they walking around just knowing people. Hey, a lot of them look like Ephraimites, man. Not just because the haircut and everything, but just how they spirit, man. So you have a lot of Israelites, man. In the time to come, man, you're gonna find out. You're gonna have a lot of Israelites amongst these other nations. And you're gonna be blown away on who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite. It's millions. Listen, it's this. That's Jeremiah 12:9 said, "Hey, man, my heritage is like unto a speckled bird. We come in many skin colors, hair colors, and our spirit radiates out. Our spirit radiates more than what we look like, man." See my bus, and my bus. But our spirit radiates more than our spirit radiates. The spirit of an Israelite radiates more than what they look like, man. So you're going to have Israelites that will look like Ethiopians. You're going to have Israelites that look like Hawaiians. You're going to have Israelites that look like Palestinians, man. And a lot of Palestinians could be Israel, man. Because Palestine is not that close. Palestine is not that far from Israel. They next door neighbors. So when during the he's trying to catch his bus. Man, he missed his bus. Slocky, it was a dude that was trying to catch his bus, but he missed it. But kind of caught my attention. But like I was saying, man, you're gonna find out a lot of people are Israelites, man. A lot of them. And when I mean a lot of them, man. And it's gonna blow you away. It's gonna blow you away who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite. Like I say, man, I'm gonna show you something, man. You don't see it, but they was repping the flag. The Palestinian flag was flowing, man. And bit my own tongue, not literally bit my own tongue, but I've been saying that fuck Palestine and fuck Israel, but don't get me wrong, you're gonna have a lot of you have Palestinians are mostly heathens, but here in America, man, when I was walking amongst these people, man, amongst these American Palestinians, I was like, yo, they act like Jake, man. That's not you can't fake a Jake spirit. How they talk, how they maneuver. They spirit, man, you can't fake it. And what and I just test out their spirit, how they move and act, they talk for like 10 to 15 minutes, man. I'm not just pulling this out my ass and just say anything, man. I was walking amongst them, man, like they conversations and shit. I'm like, yo, that's Jake, man. And like I said, man, the only tribe I can tell what they look like and like they have a distinctive look. No matter what they look like, if they look like a heathen or an actual, physical feature of that tribe of Israelite, it's Ephraim. Ephraim has a distinctive tribe, and like I said, if you take a distinctive look, and if you take away these Palestinians' flag and their garments, man, they take away their head wraps. The ones here in America, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them are Israelite foreigners, and I could be wrong, but the spirit was resonating. I was like, man, this is fucking crazy. And that's another thing. You're gonna be blown away, and you're gonna be blown away who's a terror, man. You're gonna, man, in a time to come, the Lord gonna give a spiritual vision to see who's an Israelite and who. Actually, you're gonna find out in the kingdom who was an Israelite and who's not an Israelite, man. The guys that used to go to high school with, you're gonna find out they're probably not even Israelites. They probably be terrorists, man. Some of them. But that white boy back in high school that you used to know back in, they used to hang out back in your class, man, he was an Israelite the whole time, but you look like an Edomite. So I'm just saying, like, for example, man, the spirit is going, man, when the time to come, when the salvation comes, man, it's going to blow you away who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite. It's going to blow you away who's an Israelite and who's a terror, man. You may walk through a Chinese store, you may think that Chinese dude at the front counter is a Moabite, but he's a whole Jake. You may go to 7-Eleven. You thought that the Elamite behind the counter was, you just want to pay for some gum. You know what I'm saying? You have a tiny little conversation, but you thought that was an Elamite, but he might be an Israelite, man. So like I said, man, Israel is like unto a speckled bird, and we're like unto the stars of heaven. You can't number the nation of Israel, man. There's billions of us. There's billions of Israelites that look like that there are so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, but also you got billions of Israelites that look like Palestinians, Japanese, Chinese, Samoan, Fijian. That gonna look like Ishmael, Elam, Cush, Edom. All these nations, man. So it's gonna blow you away, man. Who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite. And don't be surprised, man. Listen, I went to high school with a lot of Israelite speckled birds, man. There was this one, I used to talk to her, but I don't used to talk to her like no longer, but there was this cute Vietnamese girl. She was a cute Vietnamese girl, and I used to go to high school with her. You know what I'm saying? I talked to her like months ago. We catched up like months ago, but back in high school, man, as the scripture said, they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. back in high school, I knew that it was something different about her. But through the spirit, I didn't know what it was. All right. We had majors in high school, so she was a singer major, I was an art major. And I'm gonna say this, man. Back in high school, man, I was blown away by her singing, her talent, her singing gifts, man. She can actually fucking sing, man. That if you close your eyes, if you heard her sing, and you close your eyes, you may think that was Eve. But she's not Cambodian. She's Vietnamese on the outside, but she's an Israelite on the inside. She's an Israelite foreigner. And you had a lot of Cambodians that went to my school that were definitely Israelites, man. There was not a speckle of Asian, how can I say, Asian descent heathens, man. We had a lot of white people. I had a lot of white kids back in my school, man. They were Israelites, man. There was a lot of Africans from that go to my school. You may think that it was a dark-skinned dude. He may look like a Hamite, but he was a whole Jake, man. West Africans, a lot of West Africans and East Africans that went to my school, and they were and maybe a little bit of them were Hamites. Some of them were but the mass majority of them were Jakes, man. I went to a very Speckle school. How can I say it? Specklebird High School, man. A Specklebird High School. That you thought that a lot of them were heathens, but they blow you away, and they were Jakes, man, the whole fucking time. But the matter I'm speaking is that the time that we're coming into, you know, when the salvation appears, man, you're gonna be blown away on who's an Israelite and who's not an Israelite, man. So like I said, the average black dude that may be walking up down the street can be a terror. I'm not saying average black dude, but when you prophesy or preach, like for example, you may be preaching or prophesying to a so-called black man, but that Jake can be a whole Edomite. He looks like a so-called African American. All right, excuse me if I'm all over the place, lock you, but the time to come, man, we're going to find out who's actually descendant of the 12 tribes of Israel and who's not, man. It's going to blow you away who's the actual heathen and who's the actual Israelite, man. And like I said, that Vietnamese girl, hey, this is not me because I used to like her back in high school. We used to talk and kick it. No, but like through the spirit, man, if you take away, hey, if you was in my shoes, man, you would have said, man, she's an Israelite for sure. She just had that preppy white girl talk, you know what I'm saying? Slocky. It's the timer. But at the end of the day, man, she was an Israelite. And the time to come, man, we're going to find out who are really descendants of Jacob, man. Somewhere in this video up here, man, call Allah unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Dutch. Peace and salutations for the hopeful elect. Until then, Shalom.